Okay guys, this is the last lesson for this chapter. So we've talked about common solutions a little bit. Common solution is where the two lines intersect, so it's their meeting point. So the common solution is the exact point that two lines meet. So you're going to be graphing lines again. I know, you're excited. But don't worry, school's almost over. So we have to graph these two lines. So the first one is y equals 1x. There's nothing at the end, so remember that means that there's a 0 there. So for that one line, we start at 0, 0. The slope is 1 over 1, so we go up 1 over 1, up 1 over 1. You can do that as many times as you want, and just make a straight line. Now, next one is y equals negative x plus 2. So you're going to start at a positive 2. There's no number before that x, so it's a 1. And remember, it's 1 over 1, except for it's a negative this time. So it's down 1 over 1, down 1 over 1, down 1 over 1. And that line goes like that. And you can see that if I would have drawn that better, that dot right there is the exact spot that they meet. Okay, so the spot that they meet is at point 1, 1. So their common solution, the answer to that problem is 1, 1, because that is the exact point that they cross. Okay, in our next problem, we have y equals 2/3 x plus 2 and y equals 3/2 x plus 2. They look real similar, but the fractions are just switched. Okay, so in this first one, we started a positive 2, put a dot there on the x line. Then our slope is 2/3, which means we go up 2 over 3, so up 2 over 1, 2, 3. And our second dot will be there. And that's our first line. Second line. Y equals 3/2 x plus 2. Again, we started a positive 2. From there, we go up 3 over 2, so up 1, 2, 3 over 2. Draw our second line. And you can see that since they both have a y-intercept of 2, they meet right at point 0, 2. So their common solution is 0, 2. Okay, the next two lines that we're going to do are y equals 2x plus 2 and y equals 2x minus 1. So in this first line here, we're going to start at positive 2 on the y-line, because that's our y-intercept. Then we're going to move our slope, which is 2, 1. So up 2 over 1. Remember, whenever it's a whole number, you put it over 1. So there's our first line. Our second line is y equals 2x minus 1. So we start at the end again at minus 1. Move the slope up 2 over 1. Up 2 over 1, and there's our second line. Now you'll notice in this that you don't see them meeting anymore. That is because, or anywhere, that is because they have the same slope. We learned that last week. So when they have the same slope, they're both 2x, those lines are parallel. Parallel lines never meet, like railroad tracks. So lines with the same slope do not meet, so they have no common solution. Remember, common solution just means, it's a big fancy word for where they meet, and if they're parallel, they don't have one. The next two questions I'm going to do are coming straight from today's homework. So if you want to stick with me, I'll go through the first two with you and kind of do those for you. So it'll be like 2 free questions. If you want to stop, you think you've got a good grasp on it now, that's up to you. Okay, this is the first question for tonight's homework. Again, if you don't have the ability to print these, just draw a little sketch on a piece of lined paper, white paper, whatever scrap paper, cardboard you've got lying around your house. It does not have to be perfect, okay? Some of these will have an exact answer for a common solution, and some of them will just be a dot kind of in the middle of the grid, and that's fine. So the first one we're doing is y equals x minus 2. So we start at this y-intercept, which is negative 2, put a dot there. There's no number in front of this x, so it's a 1, and remember, it's always over 1 as well. So from that negative 2, we're going to go up 1 over 1, up 1 over 1. You can do that as many times as you need to kind of give yourself a nice straight line. the second graph we have is y equals negative 3x plus 1. So we're starting at a positive 1 here. And then from there, we're going down 3 and over 1. So down 1, 2, 3 and over 1. Down 1, 2, 3 and over 1. Draw a second line. You can see that the common solution here doesn't land perfectly on a point. So I'm not going to ask you to list it, just give me a big old dot where they land, and that's the section, the intersection point is called the common solution. Nope, that arrow isn't very good there. That there is the common solution. Obviously, I can't make mine look great with what we have, so I don't expect yours to look fabulous either. Okay, this is the second problem from your homework. If you're struggling on this, remember that I have Zoom office hours Tuesday from 3 to 4:30 or Thursday from 9:30 to 11. Or if you need to see me sometime in between, let me know and I might be able to set that up for you. So this last one here, we have y equals 2/5 x minus 4. So we're going to start at minus 4 or negative 4 on the y line. Then it's a positive 2, so we're going to go up 2 and over 5. So up 2 over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we're going to put a dot. Draw our first line. Our second graph is y equals 5/2 x minus 2. So we're going to start at this minus 2. We're going to go up 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 over 2. And we get this second line. And you can see in this one as well, we don't necessarily see the intersection at a perfect point, so you can't name that perfect point. If we had a graphing calculator, you'd be able to graph the two lines and go right to that point and see if it's like negative 1.5, negative 4.38, or whatever it is. But when we're just using a regular graph paper, you can't see it. So all I need to see is that dot that shows the common solution. So that's what I'm expecting to see on your homework. And obviously, if they're parallel lines, there'd just be no common solution. So you could write parallel, or you could write no solution, something like that there. There is 6 extra graphs that you're going to need to do for tonight's homework.